Welcome to our second episode of Child Sexual Abuse Prevention by Zina podcast. I am your host, Zina Poncel. Thank you all so much for joining me today. April is Child Abuse Awareness Month as well as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Don't forget to wear your blue shirt for child abuse and your teal shirt representing sexual abuse. On this episode, I'll be tossing some more statistical data out there on child sexual abuse, as well as going over some signs and symptoms a child who has been sexually abused may exhibit. I want to be sure you understand it doesn't mean they have been sexually abused if they begin showing these signs and symptoms. What it means is it's a possibility. There could be other reasons for certain behaviors that may not be associated with child sexual abuse. We'll head down that path shortly. In episode 1, I talked a little about a child sexual abuse prevention program called Darkness to Light. Much of the information I'll be providing you today is from that program. The website is listed in the description of episode 1. If you haven't already, go to the site and check it out. It's D as in darkness, the number 2, and then L.org. So it's D2L.org. I want to be sure and credit where I'm pulling my data from. Nope, this is not a paid ad for them. They have no idea I'm even tossing them out there. I'm just very familiar with their content as a Darkness to Light Stewards of Children facilitator, and their factual data is usually right on target from a comparison standpoint with others. Just know that for future reference, not all of my information will be pulled from them. The following information I'm fixing to provide to you is from the Darkness to Light Stewards of Children training that I've been teaching for years. It's from the Darkness to Light organization, and I provided you with that website information in episode 1 description. The actual website to go to is D for darkness, the number 2, and then L for light. It's D2L.org. They have amazing information on there on child sexual abuse prevention. They have information on policies and procedures. They have signs and symptoms. They have a religious component as far as what maybe to do in a church to be sure nobody is sexually abused and the children. Anyway, the following I'm fixing to read you is from the Darkness to Light Stewards of Children workbook. Again, these are some of the classes that I've taught. And if any of you out there are stewards of children people and you have access to a workbook, look on page 11. It's the bottom half of the page. I'm literally just going to read through this statistical data for you. It is highly likely that you know a child who has been or is being abused. Experts estimate that about 1 in 10 children are sexually abused before their 18th birthday. And that's in regard to the children being sexually abused, physical abuse with not like internet porn and stuff like that. Okay, so experts estimate that 1 in 10 children are sexually abused before their 18th birthday. Youth are the victims in 66% of all sexual offenses reported to law enforcement. Youth are 2.5 times more likely to be raped than adults. 35% of child victims are 11 years old or younger. Children living without either parent, like foster children, are 10 times more likely to be sexually abused than children that live with both biological parents. Children who live with a single parent who has a live-in partner are at the highest risk. They are 20 times more likely to be victims of child sexual abuse than children living with both biological parents. Children who witness or are the victims of other crimes are significantly more likely to be sexually abused. 9% of all 10 to 17-year-olds receive unwanted sexual requests while on the internet. 23% of all 10 to 17-year-olds experience unwanted exposure to pornography. About 75% of child pornography victims are living at home when they are photographed. Their parents are often the ones responsible. Think about all those stats I just provided you, and then to think about 1 in 10 children. Okay, so next time you're around a group of children, 1 in 10 are experiencing some form of child sexual abuse. 1 in 10 children up to the age of 18, all of our kids, 1 in 10 are experiencing some form of child sexual abuse. Learn the signs in children and teens, and again, this is on page 26 in your Darkness to Light Stewards of Children workbook. If you don't have one, that is totally fine. I am here to provide you with information. But please go to their website, d2l.org. They have all kind of child sexual abuse prevention information on there. All right, so here I go. I'm fixing to read it. Let's see. Learn the signs in children and teens. Physical signs are not common. However, when physical signs are present, they may include bruising, bleeding, redness, and bumps, or scabs around the mouth, genitals, or anus. Urinary tract infections, sexually transmitted diseases, and abnormal vaginal or penile discharge are also potential signs. Other physical problems such as anxiety, chronic stomach pain, or headaches may occur. Emotional and behavioral signs are more common. Some of these are too perfect behavior, withdrawal, fear, depression, unexplained anger, and rebellion. Nightmares, bedwetting, falling grades, cruelty to animals, bullying, being bullied, fire setting, runaway, and self-harm of any kind may be signs. Sexual behavior and language that are not age-appropriate can be red flags. Use of alcohol or drugs at an early age can be a sign. So that list that I just provided you, again, is from Darkness to Light, Stewards of Children, the workbook, and that list can be young kids or teens. I mean, it can be any age. And in episode 3, I will provide you with how to have a conversation with your child. Not like a forensic interview conversation, but literally just a conversation with your child to try to find out, why they're doing what they do, or what's making them not have a good day, or what's, why are you so angry? But I'll go into that in the next segment, okay? The following information was obtained from Psychology Today on child sexual abuse. Child sexual abuse is a deeply distressing issue, and recognizing the signs and symptoms is crucial for early intervention and support. Here are some indicators that may suggest sexual abuse in teens. Number 1, physical signs. Trauma to the genital area or anus. This can include bleeding, bruising, or irritation. Blood on sheets or in underwear. Unexplained blood stains may be a sign. Development of sexually transmitted diseases or infections. These infections can sometimes be related to sexual abuse. Number 2, behavioral signs. Regression in acquired skills. For example, toileting accidents or bedwetting in children who were previously toilet trained. Adult-like sexual behaviors, language, and knowledge. Teens may mimic adult sexual behaviors with toys, write about sexualized content, or engage in sexual games with peers. Increased nightmares, bad dreams, or sleeping problems. Disturbed sleep patterns can be indicative. Refusal to share secrets or talk about having secrets. A sudden reluctance to discuss certain matters. Number 3, emotional signs. Intense fears of certain people and places. Teens may develop new fears related to their experiences. Changes in mood or behavior. This can include increased irritability, anxiety, or withdrawal. Inadequate personal hygiene. Neglecting hygiene can sometimes be a sign. Drug or alcohol abuse. Substance use may increase as a coping mechanism. Sexual promiscuity. Engaging in risky behaviors. Running away from home. Escaping from the situation. Significant weight changes. Sudden weight loss or sudden weight gain. Remember that there is no single definitive sign or symptom that conclusively indicates sexual abuse. If you suspect any form of abuse, it's essential to seek professional help and provide support to the children. Early intervention and a supportive environment can lead to better long-term outcomes. And if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want me to hit on, revisit, pull out for future podcasts, feel free, and I'm encouraging you to. Shoot me a message at csapreventionbyzina@gmail.com. csapreventionbyzina@gmail.com. That's my email address, okay? I am also in the works. I haven't done it yet. Got some stuff to set up, of setting up a private Facebook group, and it too will be Child Sexual Abuse Prevention by Zina. So I will let you know when all that's put in place. It'll probably be ready to roll by episode 3. I've got a few things I want to do on it first. And I'll have all these podcasts listed there as well. Of course, and right now they're on iHeartRadio, of course, Buzzsprout, Spotify, a few other places. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am getting used to talking to the microphone, but I would love to engage and interact with y'all. So again, my email is csapreventionbyzina@gmail.com. Shoot me a message, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys online. So today we've covered signs and symptoms possible signs and symptoms of child sexual abuse. So please know that just because a child may have these signs and symptoms, it's worth looking into, but it's not 110% positive that they've been sexually abused, okay? But you do need to look into some stuff. So anyway, the next episode 3, I am going to be speaking with you about some of these signs and symptoms and how to inquire with your children about them. Maybe on a developmental age standpoint, I might talk to you about how to talk to our little people about it. And then maybe, of course, our teens. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Join me in podcast 3 coming out next Thursday. This one today is dropping April the 11th, 2024, for those of you that might be visiting, way later down the road. Again, April is Child Abuse Awareness Month as well as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Wear your teal and your blue shirts the rest of this week and the rest of this month to represent our babies. So again, whether you listen to my future podcast or not, please learn about child sexual abuse prevention from somewhere, because together we have to protect our kids. Thank you guys, and I look forward to sharing more information with you in episode 3. So have a great day. Look out for our babies, and I will chat with you soon.